the way. Haven't changed, had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town.
Fans, welcome to Studio Championship Wrestling. I'm Brian Logan, your host of Stars of the American Wrestling Association. And right now I'd like to bring in the Apex Tag Team Champions, Team Gorgeous and Young. We are the Tag Team Champions, and you've been facing all the top competitors. I'd like to get your word on the Tag Team division.
You know, we've beat every tag team that's been thrown at us. But Cuban Assassin, Devin Davis, you don't give us a fair shot. It's always got to be 2-on-1. You always got to be cheating. So,
No. Last time I recall, I had you beat down, and this little tooth fairy here, your boyfriend, he comes to stick his nose in my stinking business. Now my tag team partner, Devin Davis, and I, we got cheated out for those tag team titles before. But how about if you two could be a man for at least 20 minutes and step in the ring with the Cuban and Devin, and we see if you defend those tag team titles against us here today. What do you say about that, huh? What do you say, huh? Hey,
They're making a challenge for, I guess, the main event for the tag team titles. What do you think?
What do you say, huh? What do you say, huh? Hey, what you gonna do, huh? Hey, I'm not your lights out, huh?
let me put it to you like this. We had no problem sending Elian Gonzalez back to Cuba. We'll send you back too.
Folks, I guess there you have it. The main event on this week. Cuban Assassin, Devin Davis, Team Gay, Apex Tag Team title. Let's go to the ring. Fans, this week has started out again fast and furious. I guess the main event is going to be Cuban and Davis challenging for the tag team titles against Team Gorgeous and Young, Team Gay. But right now we've got a match in the ring as we await Awesome Alan Lynch. Well, fans, this match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First from Sin City, 190 pounds, Brett Taylor. And his opponent from Nitro, West Virginia, 200 pounds, Awesome Alan Lynch. Awesome Alan Lynch, the most popular man in Apex, former Shooting Star champion, hot on the heels of Flex in that Shooting Star division. We saw him a few weeks ago against Jesse Ortega, had a good showing. Jesse Ortega also a top contender. As you see Brett Taylor in the ring, he kind of got a new look, kind of a little more intensity, if you will. I guess he went on a trip and has decided that he really needed to pull out all the stops to get a job, to keep a placement, and to make a name for himself in professional wrestling. And he's looking great this week against the former Shooting Star champion, Awesome Alan Lynch. Alan Lynch also was on that tour to the AWA territory in Michigan, where he had a great showing up there, and the officials of the AWA are very high on Alan Lynch, as we are here in Apex. As you see Brett Taylor slapping some leather in the corner, double chop by Alan, and he's fighting back, fire with fire, and a rake of the eyes. Brett Taylor all over Alan Lynch in the corner. Irish whip. That double knee followed up by the Bulldog. I've said it before. Brett Taylor uses that Bulldog just as efficiently as anyone. Hooks that leg, near fall right there. That could have been it if not for the intestinal fortitude of Awesome Alan Lynch. The stars of Apex Wrestling, the stars of the American Wrestling Association. We'd like to say hello to Faye this week. She likes to come every Tuesday night. We like seeing her there, and we hope to see her in the near future. With Brett Taylor with the rear chin lock taking over Awesome Alan Lynch. Alan Lynch looking for that rematch against the current Shooting Star champion. Ducking the clothesline. Big knee to the midsection. And the crowd having some words to Brett Taylor, who covers but doesn't elect to hook the leg that time, and he's out. Awesome Alan Lynch slipped out, but he's choking him. He's got that knee all over it, and he's choking him. Referee Monty Combs in there, laying the count on. Full scoop and a slam. Dropping that knee on the side of the head of Alan Lynch. And a near pin attempt right there. Big chop, another big chop. Irish whip to the buckle. Put the boot up. Brett Taylor with the boot up. The American Idol, double sledge to the back. Double stomp to the back. Taylor looking good this week, holding on, and he needs a victory. Since coming out of the tag team division, now hooking in that clutch maneuver. Since coming out of the tag team division, a former Apex tag team champion, he's been going in singles competition, and he's not fared so well in singles competition, but we see the big clubbing forearm blows. And a stomp to the back. Had that big match with Crazy K and Jason Kincaid at Thanksgiving Thunder. That big three-way dance, and since then he's been looking for his niche, been trying to find it. Found a little bit of his niche in AWA Michigan when we were up there. Superplex attempt, superplex, we've never seen that. Superplex in the Apex Arena, we've never seen that before. And he almost had him right there. If he could have got a lateral press on him, I think he could have got the victory. They were up in the rafters, up in the lights here at the Studio Arena. The stars of the American Wrestling Association, the stars of Apex Wrestling, Studio Championship Wrestling, coming back into your homes after 27 years. And the crowd behind Awesome Alan Lynch. Block of the blow, slap to the head, followed by a couple of right hands. Brett off the ropes. Kind of stumbled. Snapmare. Big double chop and a kick to the front. Drop kick to the back of the head. Our cameraman taking the action in the ring. Hook of the leg. This could be it. Alan Lynch looking excellent. Driving those knees in, looking vicious. I've never seen Alan Lynch looking more hungry, more focused. Flipped out of the ring. Duck underneath. Kick. Going for that Allen drop. Right there, the Allen drop. That springboard DDT. Reverse powerbomb maneuver. Kick out by Taylor. He's got him hooked up. Swinging around into a front kick. Alan Lynch looking vicious this week. He's on the comeback trail, if you will. Looking for that Shooting Star Championship. Looking for an opportunity to face the champion Flex. The action, hot and heavy, fast and furious. Hooks him under, roll through. There's his finishing maneuver right there. And there you have it, folks. The winner of the match, Awesome Alan Lynch. Fans, Alan Lynch looking great. We'll be back after these words.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
Welcome back to the studio arena. We've been joined by the Shooting Star champion, Flex.
Weirder by the week, huh? Listen, man, I want to talk to you a little bit. You know, everybody knows what's been going on. Everybody knows our history. You know, I've tried appealing to your savage side. I've tried appealing to your intellectual side. And if nothing else, I'm hoping I can at least appeal to your sentimental side. Remember these trunks? Remember the girls in Johnson City? I try to get you on the phone. You don't answer the phone. I go to your house. I beat on the door. I hear Gordon Soley's voice. I hear Ed Whalen's voice. I know you're in there.
Well, I mean, I can't do anything, Jeremy. My father shot me 5 times in the back of the head, through both wrists. I have a bullet lodged on my spinal cord. I cannot get in that ring. Yeah, I've got a hunger, but I cannot physically compete anymore. They told me it was a miracle that I would even be able to walk again, that I should have been paralyzed from the waist down. I mean, it's only by the grace of God that I'm even standing on this television program. There comes a time in every athlete's career where they have to say that they're done. I can't do it anymore.
You know, I moved back here from St. Petersburg, Florida. They told me you were finished. I said, no, he's not. No, he's not. And I don't believe that.
I don't know what to say, but you've got a match in the ring. Fans, let's go to the ring. Well, fans, let me apologize to start with. That was not professional wrestling. I'm not really sure what that was. I'm going to do my job. I was hired to be a television announcer, and I'm going to be a television announcer. So, we've got a Shooting Star title match in the ring. Let's go to it. This match is one fall with a TV time limit of 10 minutes. First, the challenger led to the ring by Professor Danger, who's led by Breeze. Parts unknown, 230 pounds, the Death Falcon Zero. And his opponent is the Shooting Star champion from Planet Hollywood, 235 pounds. This is Flex. Well, fans, like I said, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm a professional. That's Shooting Star Championship on the line. Flex locking up with the Death Falcon Zero. These two have met on one other occasion at the Studio Arena on Tuesday nights. Flex looking better than I've ever seen him in his career, becoming the Shooting Star champion. He went on a personal trip to Florida to find himself. He was at the crossroads of his life, came back. Beautiful drop kick, and he come back. He's trained down there at Steve Kearns. Of course, he was originally trained at the Disciple Dojo. Came back, kind of polished up. As you see, Breeze tripped him. Breeze tripped him at ringside. What the hell is that about? I've said this before, folks. You know, individually, I don't know exactly how good these three guys are, but collectively, they're excellent. They work as a unit. Falcon calling for that Falcon Buster. Flex using his strength to muscle out of it. You see the Infinite Mind, the professor at ringside, directing the Infinite Body. Flex, the physical culture guru, going for it. There it is, the crossroads. The crossroads, and they're on him like a pack of wolves. Breeze, the Professor Danger, they're beating him. They're down. I mean, I can't believe what's going on. All three men, they're like Death Falcon Zero asking for something. The Professor going in, he's loading that mask. He's loading that mask. Have we seen it? He's blatantly loading that mask. Referee Herbie Inscott's not paying attention. This match is over. Headbutt. I mean, this match is over. And I can't believe it. These three guys were on him like a pack of wolves, delivering that headbutt. 3-on-1. 3-on-1. And they're all over him. They're all over him. These three guys, I guess they've busted him open. They're trying to get in there with them headbutts. They got him draped over. They have busted him open. They're trying to hurt him. Driving those blows into his head. All three men on one, the Shooting Star champion. Referee Herbie Inscott's been no help. This is, fans. And now they're out here just as quickly as they were here. They're out. You can see the blood on the forehead. Flex bleeding, a trickle of blood from that loaded mask. Fans, we'll be back. Well, wait a minute. Flex is at the set. He's calling for me to come over to the set. You got something you want to say? I mean,
yes, I do. You see this? What's it going to take? You know, when they started beating me down, I started getting excited. I thought I was going to hear that ring rumble. I thought I was going to turn around and see you. But no. No. Dead indeed. Dead indeed.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Got a special grudge match coming up as we await the combatants. We announced it last week. You saw Jason Kincaid and the Scotty McKeever situation intensify. Let's go down to ringside. fans, we're awaiting the AWA Phenom. As you hear the music, that means only one thing: the Black Attack. Now, $4,000 challenge. This match is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Team number 1 from Lewisburg, West Virginia, and Romania, respectively, 430 pounds. Scotty McKeever and Oak Hill wrestling legend, Gene Madrid. And their opponents, from anywhere they want to be, 590 pounds, Jason Kincaid, the pride of the plateau, the AWA Apex champion, the AWA Phenom, Mr. Black. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Well, fans, there you have it. The stage is set. A tag team grudge match that was made last week. Jason Kincaid was interrupted by Madrid and Scotty McKeever. An impromptu match broke out. McKeever and Jason Kincaid were going at it, and then Madrid got involved, and of course that match got thrown out. Jason Kincaid took quite a beating as they had him out here on the arena floor, but this week he seems to have gotten his tag team partner to help him out, and I think he evens the sides and even tips the scales, if you will. The Apex champion, Mr. Black. Gene Madrid working over the arm of the pride of the plateau. Now Gene Madrid making his return after 27 years, a staple of the original WOAY wrestling, a wrestling legend, the Babe Ruth of Oak Hill Wrestling, if you will, as he tags in Scotty McKeever, a legend in his own right. Cartwheel, front flip, and a reversal back. These two guys can wrestle, but did you see the hair pull? Kincaid opting to not go for the nip up. Working his way back to a vertical base. Reversing the arm. The stars of the AWA as the champion, the Mack Truck, gets tagged in there. Mr. Black working over that arm. I've said it before. Yes, he's big. Yes, he's quick, but this guy can wrestle. The stars of the American Wrestling Association. Gene Madrid coming in illegally and delivering a headbutt. Tactics that he's been made famous. Of course, referee questioning the tag. McKeever into the tights. Got him back in that corner, tagging in the veteran, Gene Madrid. Gene Madrid, a wrestling legend, not only in this area, but in the Nashville area, having some classic bouts with Jerry the King Lawler, a former Southern Tag Team champion. I myself, a former 5-time Southern Tag Team champion. Also a former Southern champion, Madrid was, I should say. Now he's looking for Apex Gold. And I tell you what, both of these teams, I know this is a grudge match, as you see Madrid choking the pride of the plateau. Both these teams could be in top contention for the Team Gay's Apex Tag title. As we see the switch. Jason firing back with shots to the midsection and a rake of the eyes again. Full scoop and a slam. Drops that elbow. Scoop and a slam. Jason Kincaid on McKeever. What a tag team match. The stars of tomorrow, the stars of Apex, and the legends of yesterday. Bridging the gap between WAY wrestling of the 70s and the new product of the future. Apex Wrestling, as you see a big splash into the corner. Fans, that's 400 pounds, and that's a 400-pound leg drop. Folks, this is part of the Black Attack Challenge. $4,000 on the line. Of course, the Apex title not on the line in a tag team confrontation, but $4,000. Up the ante, doubled it, just doubled it last week. $4,000 to anybody who will sign the contract, come in, and beat the Phenom, the AWA Phenom. As you see, Madrid, who I bet would love to have that money, into the eyes with the headbutt. All over the champion. Choking him now. Referee needs to get in there. He's into the eyes, a rake of the eyes. McKeever back in. Blow to the shoulder region. Dropping that forearm in. Almost, but not quite. I'd say this is the worst that we've ever seen Mr. Black. You know, he's had his trouble with Scotty McKeever. Dropping that leg down now. Lateral press. And Mr. Black kicking out. That was almost $4,000 paid out right there. And McKeever knocking Kincaid off, and they're going to do the illegal switch. Big punch to the gut. Big right hand. A series of blows and a stomp to the foot. If anybody's ever had their foot stomped on, they'll know how that feels. And again, choking him down. Choking the big redwood down. I've never seen Mr. Black down like this. That $4,000 might be in jeopardy. Big right hands by Scotty McKeever. Drop of the elbow. Jason Kincaid trying to rally the fans. Trying to get them behind the Phenom, the AWA Phenom, Mr. Black. And in comes, distracting the referee, Madrid. Gene Madrid coming in, distracting the referee. That's those wily veterans for you. And I see a little blood in the mouth of Mr. Black. I think he might have been busted open a little bit. You can see the blood splattered on his shirt. I think he might have busted that lip open. That $4,000 may be in jeopardy. Big clothesline. The Mastodon takes him down. He's right there in the corner. If he could just reach up and tag. If he could just reach up and tag Jason Kincaid. There's the tag made. House of Fire. Big right hand for Scotty McKeever. Irish whip. Big elbow. Big back body drop. Jason Kincaid all over Scotty McKeever. Irish whip again. Sunset flip. Sunset flip. He's holding on. He's holding on to Madrid. And there's the big right hand. And there it is. There you have it, folks. The winner of this match, Jason Kincaid and Mr. Black. Fans, what a great grudge match. Mr. Black holding on to the $4,000. Jason Kincaid getting a measure of revenge, but I don't think this battle with Scotty McKeever and Gene Madrid is over. Fans, we'll be back after these messages.
Tune in every Saturday morning to AWA Apex. It's where the big boys come to play, and the Outlaws better stay away.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
Clean, and that's the last thing I expected to see early in this match. But sometimes Bockwinkel will do that. It's a psych-out thing he likes to do. Nick Bockwinkel may be the cagiest of them all. Curt Hennig, no doubt about it, can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Fast. He's got some experience now. Knowledge of the wrestling hold. And 2,000% heart. Collar and elbow for Bockwinkel and Hennig. Now something is happening here that the crowd is responding to that I can't see what's going on around here. I don't know what's going on, but something out of our range has brought the crowd to its feet. I don't know what that's all about. No, we don't need to, we'll find out about that later. Right now, Nick Bockwinkel flipping Curt Hennig as we get to the action in the ring. Nick Bockwinkel throws. Curt Hennig raises his arm with a sneer on his face. Bockwinkel, very arrogant. I've interviewed that man on radio and television everywhere else in the world. Maybe the most arrogant man in the world. Throws Curt Hennig down. Curt Hennig showing you the pain from that one. Bockwinkel's strong, but his main asset is his knowledge, his experience, and yes, he is a very intelligent wrestler. Bockwinkel trying to intimidate Curt Hennig here a little bit. I don't think that's going to go. Curt Hennig way beyond that. Maybe in his first year, but not now. Look at this. Curt Hennig blazing fast. Throws Bockwinkel. Picks him up. Snap bear. Now we're going to see the body slam. And all of a sudden, Bockwinkel doesn't want to be in the ring anymore. He's going to go over to his corner and cower a little bit. Curt Hennig being backed off by Larry Lazowski, our referee. And there you see what Bockwinkel sees. Curt Hennig on his feet and ready. They'll tag Larry Zbyszko. Zbyszko, a notorious crybaby. And first thing he's going to do is complain about something to the referee. Larry Zbyszko. Now, I don't know what he's up to. You never know with Zbyszko. He uses a kind of a feel-out process, a psych-out process. Always argues with the referee to set something up for later. Curt Hennig backing Zbyszko into the ropes. Referee going to count it. Zbyszko shoves him off. Curt Hennig returns the favor, and Zbyszko's out of the ring. Now what's going on? Zbyszko back in. Curt Hennig arm drag. Zbyszko is going crazy in that corner. Larry Lazowski says you can't push him. Bockwinkel gets into the act now. All they want to do is slow it down. Bockwinkel says, let's go with the rules. You're not going to see rules broken for no reason by Curt Hennig, Greg Gagne, and this big man, Scott Hall, 296 pounds. Scott goes about 6'7". Curt Hennig now has the hammerlock on Larry Zbyszko. Zbyszko, the former America's champion. That crown now held by Sergeant Slaughter. Zbyszko taking Hennig to the ropes, throws out of it, but he wasn't ready for Hennig coming up, and he got the block. That time he's ready. Slams, takes a foot in the face, arm drag. Hennig back in control. Bockwinkel comes in, Gagne comes in, Hall comes in. They all go back out and look for a second there like they were going to have a brawl. Curt Hennig keeping a wary eye on his opponent's corner. Now he's going to drag Zbyszko back into friendly turf and tag the big man, Scott Hall. They're going to share Larry Zbyszko's arms for a second. This is a very powerful man. Upper body strength, unbelievable. Now he's got that arm bar on Zbyszko. And again, it's not just the arm bar, but it's the downward pressure. So Zbyszko's got to get to his feet to take that off. At least alleviate part of it. They got Bockwinkel dangling on the ropes. You see Buck trying to hang on. He can't make it. Greg Gagne comes in. Greg Gagne would dearly love to get in there with Bockwinkel. Those two will wind up in there sooner or later if Greg has his way. Now look at this. Look at the muscles on that big Scott Hall. Look at that. Has that arm of Larry Zbyszko. You wonder how he's just not twisting it off. Zbyszko's squirming and wiggling. And look at Zbyszko. Just squirming all over trying to get out of there. Look at the back. Look at the muscles. Ooh, look at the neck. Look at the everything on this Scott Hall. He turns Zbyszko loose, but Greg Gagne's got him. Did you see that? Excellent work by our camera people, keeping an eye on Greg Gagne, who went to work on Zbyszko. And now Scott Hall is back on him again. It's not funny if you're Larry Zbyszko. It's funny if you're Larry Nelson. Scott Hall's going to hold Zbyszko there now, and Greg Gagne coming off the second rope. He came right down on that arm. I don't see how he kept from breaking it, and he's cranking it up again. Bockwinkel started to come in, and look, did he draw a crowd? Curt Hennig and Scott Hall both on their way. Hey, we're sitting on a time bomb here. These guys are going to go nuts any second now. Greg Gagne, Ray the Crippler got him, and Ray got out, but Greg held on to the hold. No, he didn't. Zbyszko got loose. Look for a second there like Greg had been able to hold on. Greg Gagne taking Zbyszko to the ropes. Zbyszko comes off with the tackle. Now what? Gagne over it. Gagne in position. Airborne Zbyszko. Airborne Gagne. Down Zbyszko. It's happening too fast for Zbyszko, and he's right back in it with Greg Gagne. Look at this. And Greg goes right back to that arm. Tags Curt Hennig. Curt will go to the second rope. More bad news for Larry Zbyszko's arm. Zbyszko got Curt Hennig up, gave him a backdrop, and look at Hennig bound around. You know he's hurt. And now Bockwinkel is back in there. The three-time AWA heavyweight champion puts the knee to Curt Hennig. Bockwinkel, a very methodical wrestler. Knows exactly what he wants to do. He told me that he is always thinking at least 3 steps ahead. And now, Curt Hennig is in one of the worst positions you could possibly be in. Ray the Crippler Stevens has got him, and Nick Bockwinkel is distracting the referee. Now look, here comes Zbyszko. Now look what they got. You can see Curt Hennig's throw for the other team. Curt Hennig and Scott Hall introduce Zbyszko and Bockwinkel. Greg Gagne has Ray the Crippler Stevens. Uh-oh. Power slam, that ought to do it. It did. It's over. Greg Gagne threw Ray the Crippler Stevens, who was the legal man in the ring, right at Scott Hall, who picked him up and clobbered him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time.
And now outside the ring, Greg Gagne body slams Larry Zbyszko. And there are your winners, Curt Hennig.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
Fans, welcome back. We've got some great contests still remaining in our show. Man, what a grudge match that was. Also coming up, we've got the tag team titles on the line, but let's go to ringside. What a different matchup we have here. What a clash of styles. Let me get the preliminaries out of the way. This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First from Inez, Kentucky, 300 pounds, the Scuffling Hillbilly. And his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, 210 pounds, El Fluigo, Jesse Ortega. Well, fans, like I was saying, this is a clash of styles. Of course, the Hillbilly, he's a good old boy, and Jesse Ortega's a wrestling machine. You know, you see, big right hand and a big ham hock for his trouble. It's quite a size differential, about 90 pounds. Big clothesline. Jesse Ortega talking about competition. Well, he's going to get competition as the Hillbilly. He likes to get in there and scuffle. He's not necessarily a wrestler. He's more of a wrestler. But I tell you what, he gets the job done. Dropping that big knee. And into the back, that big ham hock. You know, Hillbilly's just a good old boy, likes to have a good time. Bear hug. Bear hug. And Jesse Ortega, of course, he's all business when you get in there. And don't get me wrong, the Hillbilly's all business also. But he likes to have fun. He gets up out of the holler and he goes up to the big city of Oak Hill, and he gets, to have a good old time up here. And as he get that bear hug back on, and, if he comes out a victor in this, maybe he could buy him a new pair of used overalls. As you see the bear hug on Jesse Ortega can't stay in this bear hug very long. He's going to have to do something. Hits that rope. And again, back into that bear hug. The Hillbilly doesn't know many holds, but he uses what he's got very efficiently. And he's got him into a pinning combination. Holding on. And again, a big right hand. The Scuffling Hillbilly making his TV debut against Jesse Ortega, who's on the hunting trail of the Shooting Star division. Wants to wear that Shooting Star gold. Big clothesline. The Scuffling Hillbilly all over him, but he didn't hook a leg. He's got to get in there and hook a leg. I mean, he's got that 300 pounds wearing on him, but he's got to get in there and hook that leg. Of course, folks, coming up after this match, we've got our TV main event for the Apex Tag Team title. The Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis challenging 2-on-2 against Team Gorgeous and Young for the Apex Tag Team title. That's coming up right after this match. Don't go anywhere. But right now, we have the action of the American Wrestling Association in the ring. The Scuffling Hillbilly with a reverse chinlock on Jesse Ortega, El Fluigo. And again, Jesse going for a clothesline and caught in that bear hug. He's managing to hold on. The Scuffling Hillbilly can't get a submission so far, but he's wearing down Ortega, wearing him down. And Ortega into the eyes. You see a lot of these wrestlers using a shortcut. But back to that bear hug. He just can't, Jesse Ortega can't mount an offense because he can't get out of the reach of the Hillbilly. Now, and what sound, I mean, I can't believe I'm about to say this, stomp to the foot, but the Hillbilly being very, very smart because he's wearing down his opponent and keeping him to where he can't mount any offense. Of course, now Jesse Ortega coming back with those kicks. Almost a near fall right there, almost a 3 count. Jesse sizing up his opponent. Oh, there's that Shining Wizard. Shining Wizard. We've seen him use that before. He's got him for the cover, but he's close to that rope. And that's it right there. Your winner, Jesse Ortega, with that Shining Wizard. Fans, will be back after these words.
Fans, I'm Katie Cook, and I have an exciting announcement right after this commercial break.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
The one and only Mean Gene Madrid, and I'm telling you right here on this station, watch Apex Championship Wrestling. It'll get you, we sure will. Watch it.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
I'm Katie Cook, owner of Mediocre Matt Productions, general manager of Apex Wrestling, and executive producer of Championship Wrestling. A few months ago, I had the distinct pleasure of firing Breeze, our last commissioner, who just did not do a good job. And since then, I have been searching the globe for a new commissioner, somebody who could take control of these boys, keep order, and make matches. I'm a businesswoman, but I don't know a thing about professional wrestling, and I wanted to find the perfect person. I searched high, I searched low, and I'm proud to say I have finally found someone that I think can do the job. Found someone who's not only a staple in West Virginia wrestling, but around the world, a legend, a hero for the fans. Apex fans, I'm proud to present you with our new commissioner.
Hi everybody, this is Jim Cornette. A lot of you know me from the WWE, from the NWA, from WCW, OVW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, you name it, I've been there. And I've been contacted by the officials of AWA Apex Wrestling because it seems like there's been some questions lately about the ownership. Seems like there's been questions about the authority figures, about who should be able to lay down the law, about who should be able to sign the matches, who should be able to lay down the rules and regulations and observe discipline amongst the wrestlers and amongst everybody involved in AWA Apex. They need a commissioner. They need an authority figure. They need somebody that's able to put their foot down. And they've contacted me, and I've acquiesced to their demands. I've agreed to their request to become the commissioner of AWA Apex Wrestling. And the reason for that is because I have experience with the position. I'm commissioner right now for Ring of Honor Wrestling. I've served that purpose in numerous wrestling promotions. And also, you might not know it to look at me, but I'm a devious, rotten, dirty, sneaky son of a gun down deep. And I've done some things that would make grown men cry and proud women weep. I've done things to people in the past in wrestling rings that are outlawed in 37 states and 3 Canadian provinces. So I did not just invent, but I perfected every dirty trick in a wrestling ring. So I know what people are going to try to get by with, and I'm going to stop them. So if AWA Apex needs a commissioner, then Jim Cornette's the man for the job. And if there's going to be any funny business going on or any monkey business, I guarantee you, I will not only get to the bottom of it, but I will make sure that the fans get their money's worth, they get what they paid to see, and the wrestlers toe the line and make sure that AWA Apex continues its position as the top professional wrestling in the state of West Virginia. I'm looking forward to the job.
Come to a head. Let's go down to ringside for our combatants. Fans, this match is the TV main event. It's one fall with TV time remaining, and it's for the AWA Apex Tag Team Championship. First, the challengers from Havana, Cuba, 450 pounds, I should say, Devin Davis and the Cuban Assassin. And their opponents from San Francisco, California, a total weight of 410 pounds, Gorgeous and Young Team Gay. One fall TV time remaining for the Apex Tag Team Championship. And this thing has started off right where it left off the past few weeks. The Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis attacking. We saw them last week in that singles matchup. Ended up in a four-way Donnybrook. They've got rid of Shane Storm. They're all over JC Lynch. We've seen it for quite some time now, and these four guys, they can't seem to get along. And it ends up in a brawl every time. They wrestle, they brawl, they wrestle, they brawl. But this one's for all the gold. It's for the tag team titles. And the Cuban and Devin Davis have been bucking for a championship, mogling, if you will, to try to get the champions in the ring in a title match, and they finally got it. They interrupted enough to the point to where they incensed Team Gay to where they put the tag titles on the line as they're choking the life out of one half of the tag team champions, JC Lynch. Gorgeous JC in there, ramming his head into that corner post, into the turnbuckle, blow to the midsection. The tag team championship on the line right here in the Apex Arena. And he's taunting Shane Storm, young Shane Storm in there. Double team on JC Lynch, double clothesline. Calling for the ref. It kind of backfired a little bit. They might have had the victory there, but the ref wasn't paying attention because of their own distraction that the Cuban and Devin Davis made happen. Big right hand. Choking JC Lynch down in the corner. Devin Davis all over the champion, the challengers, the stars of the AWA, the stars of Apex Wrestling. Devin Davis just spat on Shane Storm, which is allowing for the illegal double team again, and he's taunting him. Referee Herbie Inscott holding him back while the Cuban Assassin goes to work on JC Lynch, and then making the clap behind him. There was no tag, ref. There was no tag. Big back body drop. The cover. Cuban saying that was a 3 count, but it was clearly a 2 count. Almost the tag team champions. Crowd voicing their opinion of Cuba. Gonna have to get Castro on the phone, see what he thinks about the fans here at the Apex Arena. Sunset flip. Clothesline, and again they're taunting Shane Storm. They've managed to isolate JC Lynch. Choking the life out of him as referee Herbie Inscott not paying attention. Cuban saying they tagged. They didn't tag. They illegally switched. Devin Davis could have possibly had the pin attempt there, but refusing to hook the leg. He's cocky. He's arrogant. He's got the talent to back it up, but he's a crybaby. Pushing his opponent into the corner and feeling him out by the hair. JC Lynch is really going to have to dig deep, pull something out, and really mount some offense here. How long can he sustain the double teaming on him? How long can JC Lynch, one half of Team Gay, manage to take this abuse from 2 individuals? Big elbow. Cuban stomping on JC Lynch now. And again, taunting Shane Storm, only to lure him into the ring so referee can put him out so the double team can occur behind the referee's back. Double boot. DDT. This could be it. Hook of the leg. But Shane Storm makes the save. That's the one right there, the save. Each team allowed one save. The crowd cheering for their sweetie, cheering for J.C. Lynch, who's been isolated back in the corner as the double teaming continues. I don't know how much this could go. Blows to the midsection. Dug at the clothesline. Both men down, double clothesline, both men down. Devin cheering for the Cuban. Shane Storm looked like he's a house of fire, bouncing around like a fairy over here in the corner. The crowd behind J.C. Lynch to make the tag. Tag to Devin Davis. Tag to Shane Storm. And he levels Devin Davis. He levels the Cuban Assassin. He levels Devin Davis. He levels the Cuban Assassin. House of fire. Irish whip, big elbow. J.C. Lynch back on the Cuban. Both men into the corner. Team Gay mounts their opponents. Both of them delivering blows. Team Gay delivering blows. Devin Davis and the Cuban reeling. Close them off. Clothesline. Clothesline by Cuban. Clothesline by Shane Storm. What's the Cuban doing? He's into his boot. He's got a chain. What's he doing? He's got a foreign object. He's got a chain. What's he doing? The referee caught it. Referee blocked it. He's got a chain. What's going on here? Referee caught Cuban Assassin with the chain. Now they're arguing. Team Gay saying this should be a disqualification, but he didn't hit anybody with it because Herbie Inscott stopped it. 3 men are, there goes Shane Storm. Powder in the face. Devin Davis with powder in the face. Powder in the face. He's hooking that Devin device. Devin device. No. Powder in the face. Referee. No. Oh, no. I can't believe this. Fans, your winners and new Apex Tag Team Champions, Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis. Oh. Let's see if we can get a word with the new champions. I can't believe this. What a travesty of justice. I tell you what, this is a heinous crime. First of all, you had a plethora of foreign objects in there. And I tell you what, you powder, come on. I mean, how can you claim?
Where did that come from? You ain't never outside of the ring. I never saw him outside of the ring. He had nothing. You see nothing. You're sticking. What are you talking about? You don't know nothing. These sticking people don't know nothing. We are the new tag team champions of Apex. And we're going to be tag team champions for a long, long time. Very long time. Forever, baby. Viva la Cuba! Numero uno!
That's right. I can't believe it. We got to look at we got to take the tape of the championship board. We're out of time this week. They're going to review this. Fans, thanks for coming. I'm Brian Logan. We'll see you next week.